I have written a lot before about some of my favorite characters in the Bible. And I think one that just destroys this attitude that we should be posers is the man after God's own heart, King David. I think of some of the things that he wrote very publicly, not just in his private prayer life, but the psalms that he wrote were songs that was meant to be sung, and they were out in the open. And I think of this modern day attitude that we have in Christian worship of be positive. Everything is positive. Let me tell you how wonderful life is and how wonderful life is going to be and how great we are doing. Can you imagine a modern praise team releasing a song talking about my couch was soaked with tears, I cried all night long? How about saying, let his children be orphans and his wife a widow? Quite a difference from the modern day psychobabble stupidity that is held in Christianity as we pose for each other and try to say, oh, I'm fine, everything's fine, everything's wonderful. Matthew West wrote about that in Truth Be Told, about this attitude of I'm fine, and we pose, never being willing to confess that there's struggles in our lives, battles that we're going through, anxieties and depressions, because the moment that you say that, I can imagine that immediately many of the big mega ministers of today would have been sending King David off to the mental hospital to be put on medication. And yet God calls him a man after his own heart. And he was public about the struggles that he had. I think through the years of how many times that I tried to put on this face, this fake smile, this attitude of, oh, everything's okay, when really my world was just crumbling around me. Can any of you out there associate? So we pose and we try to shift the focus off onto someone or something else that takes it off of us because maybe our couches are a little bit wet too. Can you associate with that? And we are led to this attitude of, instead of being real with God, real with ourselves, real with others, we are to just continue to pose and act like that's what makes us a good, righteous Christian. God help us. Please, God help us.